How's it going? How was your day? Happy Monday. Hi, Cara. Hi, Tina. All right, Tina's going to be away from her device for a bit. Sounds good. Good to see ya. How's it going? We are going to play with some bliss drops to start the night, and then we'll figure something out for the rest of the night. We shall see what we feel like getting up to. Now that I'm not working on, or not having to work on ornaments, there might be the opportunity to just play for a little bit. Hi, Patty. Hi, Kim. Hi, Lorna. Good to see you guys. How's it going? Hope everybody's had a good day for a Monday. How are you feeling, Lorna? You guys still got the flu over there? I'm just going to tidy up just a tiny bit here, and then we will see what we get up to. I have most of my stuff gathered up for tonight, but not everything. Why is my spray bottle not working? There we go. There we go. All right. Dan's got it too. Oh, yuck. I'm sorry to hear that. What's new, Patty? How you doing? Doing good, Kim? Wonderful. Audrey's doing good. She is giving herself a bath up on my bed right now. Or sorry, our bed, because it's hers too. Hi, Tina. How's it going? All right. Well, we get some stuff out of the way, and we're going to continue working on this bliss clock, and yeah, see what we can get done today. I'm excited. Excited to make some progress on this one. Oh, the snow pictures. I didn't take any for you either. I'm sorry, Kim. I'll try to remember to do that tomorrow. Hi, Gabrielle. How goes it? So we're going to start from the center and work our way out. I've got a bunch of swoops to do here in the middle, and we'll go from there. Mom's doing good. Mom's doing all right. She is snoozing right now, but she's doing all right. Thanks for asking, lovely. Now, I can barely see my guidelines here. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but she's doing all right. We did a bunch of groceries today, so we got that done. So we got lots of good food in the house, so I'm hoping that helps her out a little bit too. Sweet Jesus, Jamie, I'm in bed with flannel PJs on my heating blanket on high for an hour, and an hour ago I turned the furnace up. I hope you're not coming down with something too. I hope so. I hope you're all right. Hopefully it's just the weather. But it is cold today. We had a little bit of sunshine at least, but still, it is chilly. I have a space heater, and I tried to turn it on tonight, and it just smells like burning. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm not going to turn that on, because that's the last thing I need is to trigger the smoke detector, something goofy. So I'm going to have to vacuum it out and be able to turn it on, because it's just too cold. Oh, thanks, Lorna. Thanks, Cara. You went yesterday? Went and got all your errands done and everything? Yeah, it's nice to have a house full of food, especially good food. It is. It's really cold today, and we're supposed to be getting a dump of snow tomorrow afternoon and overnight between Tuesday and Wednesday tomorrow night, here anyway. So there could be even more snow pictures for you, Kim. At least the sun was out today. That helped a little bit. A little. Not a lot, but a little. But yeah, it's been cold. My power cord for my electric blanket that I have on my bed has crapped out. So now I'm moving power cord from the one in my studio into bed every night so that it's warm. But I feel guilty when I'm in here now because that means Audrey doesn't have the heating blanket anymore. She loves laying up on that. How are you doing, Tina? How was your day? Yeah, it's nice, eh, Lorna? Good. Be listening, but I'm going to submerge my entire body and not my head under the blankets. Okay, sounds good. Stay warm. Keeping my fingers crossed for you. Oh, thank you, Kim, for reminding everybody to like the live. Yeah, if you're enjoying the live or if you like my lives, it would mean a lot if you hit the thumbs up, and that tells YouTube that my stuff is worth watching and helps put it in front of more people. So I appreciate that. Thanks, Patty. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Pain in the ass. So I smell another Temu order in the not too distant future to get another electric blanket, I think. I'm going to look and see if I can get just the power cords, though, because that would be nice, because the blankets are fine. And then, yeah, I'll have to do something with the heater and make sure I don't set off the smoke detector. Hi, Sarah. Good to see ya. Hi, Steffi. Sort of listening, but getting ready for work tomorrow. Oh, another hell week. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope it goes by fast for ya. You do that too, Lorna? Nice not to be alone with that. What's new, Sarah? How you been? Having trouble getting the ornament design to look good. Damn shaky hands. Oh, no. It's harder on a surface like that, as opposed to a flat surface like a canvas, because it limits so much of where you can put your hand, especially with the round ornaments too, eh? We've been doing some fun brushwork designs on Patreon on ornaments. It's been fun to get back to brushwork again. I didn't realize how much I missed it and how I have felt very out of touch for it. Finals week for third years is our stress week. That's a lot. That's got to be hard. I hope it goes by smoothly. Sarah, good, thanks. Had some cuddles with Barney today and got some Christmas food in. Very nice. That's lovely. That sounds like a pretty good day. That's awesome. Nothing like some puppy snuggles to just make everything else feel a little bit better, eh? We had a fire alarm go off today around like 4:45. In the accessible units, there's how many? There's 7 accessible units in our building here, and in the accessible units, if the smoke detector goes off, like while you're making dinner or something like that, it automatically triggers the fire alarm for the entire building, and so then you have to evacuate. You got to wait for the fire department to come. All of that good stuff. So that happened tonight. Was home just enough time to start to get warm and to get some dinner made. And then, of course, that goes off. Thankfully, nobody got hurt, of course. We have a lot of them going off lately, especially in the cold. I think that the change in temperature triggers a lot of it too. But yeah. Hi, Debbie. Been here since the beginning, but was peeling roasted chilies for a casserole. Ooh, fantastic. Loves belly rubs. That's so good. That's so good. Love you too, Lorna. Is Cher here too? Did I miss? If I missed you. Has anybody heard from Cher lately? Cher, if you're here. I gotta send her a message. What'd everybody get up to today? You guys have a good day? Oh, okay. It's hard to keep track of all the different usernames, eh, Kim? It's so tough. Working today? Vacation's over, eh? That sucks. Do you get some time off over the holidays, though, Kim? How long till the next chunk of time for you? Put some laundry away. Very nice. Feels good to get stuff like that done, eh? We've got, like I said, a bit of snow coming tomorrow afternoon and overnight. So I'm hoping to get any other little errands done tomorrow that I need to get done. I'm going to place a couple orders at Michael's online tonight so I can use the 30% off coupon, because here in Canada we can't use the 30% off coupon in store anymore. So I'm going to get myself some more gold spray paint. I used up all of my gold spray paint making my stands for my ornament for that market. So time to grab some more so that I can spray paint the clock arms and finish off some of these clocks. I'm hoping I've got some touch-ups to do on some base colors on some of the clocks too. So I'm hoping to work on that tomorrow, but I've got a couple other errands that I need to run that might get in the way of that, but hopefully see how it goes. Miss Audrey is doing good. She is, I'll spin this around so you can see Miss Audrey. She is curled up on the bed there. Let me zoom in. She's Supermaning in there, having a snooze in all the rumpled up blankets. This is a really close view of my mouth. I need to zoom out and turn the camera around. Hi. Oh, there we go. I know, and she's so cute. She doesn't like it when I sit there with her for a while, though, and then I get up and move. She's kind of like, really? You just got here. Haven't seen Cher in a while either. Okay, I'll shoot her a message after on Patreon. If anybody wants to put any calls out to Cher while we're on here, just in case, please do so. In 8 days, you're off for 2 weeks. Fantastic. Oh, excuse me. Men always think we have too many clothes, Lorna. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Yeah, it was really disappointing. And I was trying to focus and allow it to be disappointing without allowing it to be discouraging. And it kind of oscillates a little bit back and forth between those feelings, but I had my few moments of feeling sorry for myself, and now back at her. I'm doing a virtual market this week with the Canadian small business community. And they did the most lovely write-up about my business on Instagram. Um, I wasn't able to share it on Instagram. I did put it into my story, so you can click on the story on Instagram and go find the write-up. It was so lovely. I'm like, geez, it's almost like they do this professionally or something. It's almost like they're professional marketers. But it was really nice. So it's a virtual market where every day in the month they feature a different small business to try and drive traffic to the small business websites and all that sort of stuff. So hoping that maybe results in a couple of orders. But if it doesn't, I'm looking at this as this has been my kick in the pants to get posting again on social media. And I think I've been doing all right. I've been posting either every day or every other day and trying to get something up there. So I'm pleased with that. I'm hoping to spend some time over the next little bit doing some editing and get some more stuff. So at the very least, this virtual market is getting me back into regular posting. Unfortunately, for anybody watching, I'm still not shipping to the US, but if you are outside of the US and you check out that Canadian small business community, there is a coupon code for 10% off an order, and I can still ship everywhere else in the world. And I loaded a bunch of stuff up on the website, so I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that it just, even if it gets me back in the swing of things for social media, I think it'll be good. Isn't she just so cute, though? I'm so lucky to have her. Lorna hasn't been able to sleep very well the last couple days. Oh, that's frustrating. That doesn't help you try to feel better either, too, eh? That doesn't help trying to get rid of that flu. That'll be so nice, Kim. Another 8 days. That's going to go by so fast, hopefully. And you'll be able to get back to painting. How's the painting going? What have you been up to? Kim sends me pictures of her diamond paintings every once in a while, and they're so friggin' pretty. She gets the most beautiful canvases. Oh, you saw it, Sarah? Yay! It was so cool, wasn't it? I'm like, wow, you make me sound so good. Debbie said, Lorna, I put away laundry this morning. I think I have too many clothes. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. When I look at how many clothes that I used to have compared to how many I have now, it's all relative. Sarah has far too many clothes. I've donated loads to charity. Yeah, it's hard, right? So to get to the stories on Instagram, not a dumb question at all. I understand very little about stories, and apparently there are people that go onto Instagram and all they do is watch stories. That's all they do. Blows my mind. Sorry, I'm drinking a Pepsi for the first time in a long time, and apparently my body isn't liking the carbonation, so hopefully I don't do anything too wretched on this call, but I am at the mercy of the carbonation. Anyways, if you go to my profile on Instagram and you click on my profile picture, that will take you to my stories. They'll stay up there for about an hour. An hour, a day, 24 hours. Kim's been doing lots of Christmas decorating. That's nice. And you're going to paint it a little bit. Wonderful. That's nice. Fantastic. Well, it'll be nice to sit and paint with you for a bit. Ooh, there we go. Lay's arrived safely in Egypt. Fantastic. Good news. That's going to be so nice for her and her dad to have some time away. That's wonderful. Still trying to win the lottery so that we can join her there and just show up. But our lottery here is worth $75 million tomorrow if I win. We'll see what can happen. If I do that, I'm buying a castle in Scotland and moving. or Ireland or England. I don't really care. Or Italy or Portugal or Spain. I don't really care. And then we'll have a retreat, let me tell you. For anybody who's new here, the paints that I'm using are Bliss Drops from our friend Tara at Deserted Bliss. She hand makes these paints in her home. And if you do not like swoops or have a love-hate relationship with swoops, as many of us do, especially when we're in the beginning of it, these paints will help you fall in love with swoops, guaranteed. Thanks, Kim. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, Sarah? I love to sit and just daydream and say, okay, I'm just going to pretend it's already happened. Let's see what that feels like. It'd be so fun. It'd be so much fun. Let me tell you, we'd be having one hell of a Christmas this year. That is for sure. And by we, I mean all of us here too, because we'd be, I'd be having some fun buying some Christmas presents. Decided to put a chair in the corner of my bedroom. Thinking you might paint there maybe? That would be cool. All right, so I'm going to reach over the here now, and I'm going to try and do these swoops over here. Well, I think that's a great idea, Lorna. I think that sounds wonderful. Really good idea. It's nice to have a spot where it's set up so that you can go and sit down there anytime you want to and just work away on something and not have to take everything out and put it back and take everything out and put it back. That'd be nice for you. Very exciting. I think that sounds wonderful. How am I gonna do this? I'm gonna do this one. Yes, this one. So these clocks I have to kind of do in bits and pieces because I want to make sure that I'm not setting myself up to stick my hand in paint. So that's why it's kind of partially done and why I'm not doing, say, the other swoop over here. Also, too, because if I do that over here, it's going to come really close to this one, and I don't want them to bleed and run together. So, little bits and pieces at a time. And then we've got a cactus rose one that we'll do some work on tonight, too. But I'm loving this one. Cozy S felt more calm in that spot. Love it. Love it. Finding the spot that has the energy that you want to spend time in while you're doing some painting. I think that's great. Very smart. Anything that can help you harness the calm energy of doing something like painting, I think that's wonderful. Because that's the whole point of doing this, right? Because we enjoy it, because it helps us feel calmer, all of those things. So that's great. I'm excited for you, Lorna. That sounds fantastic. All I can picture in my head is this mound of blankets and Patty's little face poking out in the middle of all of it somewhere. I don't know why that image popped into my head. Yeah. Yeah, it's important. It's important to have that calm, and it's important to have those things that you can do that help you harness that good energy, right? Yeah, this is a clock. So I bought these wood bases at our Dollarama here in Canada. I haven't looked lately to see if they still have any, but I probably should, because if they do, I should probably get some more. But I bought, I think, 12 or 13 of them at the time. And I've got 7 in various states of completion. So I'm kind of hoping that I might be able to get a couple of them done and be able to post them. This virtual market that I'm doing goes till Christmas Eve. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe I get some extras, some of these done, and can get them posted before the end of the month. It would be kind of cool. Alrighty, no worries. We can do that for sure. We can do that for sure. I'm hoping it won't be too much longer, but you never know. Why you didn't find the calm in the spot before? Is that what you mean, Lorna? Sometimes you got to do things a few times to figure out how you want to do it, right? And where you want to do it is part of that. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. I promise you guys too, as soon as I know that I can start shipping to the States again, I will be letting you know. And we will have a big old party. Yeah, sometimes you got to do some stuff. It's a lot of experimentation, Lorna, where you got to say, okay, well, first I'm going to do it, and then I can figure out where I want to do it. And then I can figure out all the other little things that I like to have with me. It builds over time. So be patient with yourself. I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to mute. All right, sorry. I knew it was going to be a loud one, so I didn't want to blow anybody's eardrums out. I pictured Tina with her headphones in and me sneezing really loud and them shooting out of her ears across the room. This is Oasis Bliss Drops. So the Oasis Blue. So this one here. Exactly. Hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. Thank you for the bless you and the blessed poo. Thanks, guys. Yeah, that's the shitty part, right? Is that we don't know for sure, and we got to just kind of go with the flow and see what happens. But hopefully things will change eventually. It would be nice. Because this sucks. But at least we get to still hang out together like this. Thank goodness for that. Anybody else doing some painting tonight? Debbie, how are all your Christmas presents coming? Yeah, fingers crossed. I agree, Lorna. I think that's very, very true. We need that calm and some things to just kind of go back to normal, eh? Normal, whatever the hell that is. I'm good for a new normal to be created too. That's all right. And I certainly need this time with you guys too. Totally get that. How's your crocheting going, Cara? Been getting lots done? Debbie, I'd like to paint after dinner. We'll see if my back allows it. I have 2 more presents to do. That's amazing. You're just whipping right through those. That's awesome. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you that your back's feeling good enough to do that. Oh, thank you, Tina, for reminding everybody. Yeah, please hit the like button if you're enjoying what you're seeing. If you've seen my lives before and you enjoy it, it means a lot. It tells YouTube that my stuff is worth watching, and since I have recently gotten monetized on YouTube, I'm able to make some money off of watch page ads and stuff like that. So it doesn't cost you guys anything, but it definitely is cool to be making some money from YouTube. Now I'm not officially getting that money yet because there's some steps that I still have to go through, and one of them was waiting for something to literally be mailed to me. So I'm waiting for that to come in so that hopefully I can finish my setup with them. But you guys are amazing and helped me get there so fast. So thank you for all of that. But the likes really matter. The likes matter. The watch time matters. Every time you guys come and hang out here on the live and engage, that helps. All of that stuff makes such a big difference. Yes, I am going to be doing lives over the holidays for sure. I'm going to do a live on Christmas Eve. I didn't plan anything for Christmas Day and New Year's Day. Christmas Day, Mom and I are going to spend some time together watching Supernatural. That's a show we both like, for anybody who's not familiar. So we're going to do that on Christmas Day. However, I might still end up going live later in the day. Or if, you know, she needs a break, because I can sit and watch 3 seasons in a day, or not really, but I don't really have a limit to when I get tired and want to start watching something new. So I'm sure at some point she'll need a bit of a break. So I might still go live on Christmas Day, but I'm going to go live on Christmas Eve for sure, and on New Year's Eve for sure as well. I posted a schedule for the whole month of December on my Instagram too, so it is there too. Crochet's doing good, Carl. Wonderful. Trying to figure out the sizing of my flower pot. Crocheting the dirt now. Awesome. That's cool. I can't wait to see. That's going to be cool. New Year's Eve, I'm going to go live the most. I'm going to do one of those 7 to 9 p.m. and then 10 to midnight. So that'll be the time I do the most. But I might still on Christmas Day. I will be on Boxing Day, the 26th as well. So hopefully we'll have lots of painting time in there. Yeah, it'll be nice, eh? Yeah, I think that'll be fun for New Year's Eve, you know. Mom always asks me, she's like, do people actually watch on New Year's Eve? I'm like, the people that I get to hang out with all the time, there's very little that we'd rather be doing other than painting. So unless there are other obligations happening out there, chances are we're all sitting around doing the same thing anyway. All right, so this is getting close to the max of what I can do on this one without sticking my arm in paint. I'm gonna see if I can get one more set of these swoops in here. And then we'll move on to the cactus rose clock. And then we might have to figure out something new to do tonight. We've been doing some brushwork ornaments on Patreon, like I mentioned earlier. But so we might not do that design, but we might do another design and play around with some brushwork on ornaments tonight. I don't have anything else prepped, so, but we'll see. I've got a few other things that we could play with for sure. So we'll see what we come up with. There we go. All right. So that's going to be about it for this one. There's Cher. Lovely. Were your ears burning? We were talking about you. How you doing? Oh, thank you. Isn't it pretty? This is one of Tara's paints, one of the Bliss drops. It is Oasis is the color of this one. I love this color so much. This one's definitely one of my favorites. So once this one is done, then I'm going to need to decide what color the hands on the clock should be. I'm going to have silver ones and gold ones. So what I might do is I've got silver, gold, and black. So I might take a photo of this particular clock with each of the colors, different colors of hands on them, and see which one shows up the best for this one and get your guys' help with that. But I think it looks really pretty. Really, really pretty. How you been doing, Sherry? Doing okay? Yeah, we were wondering where you were. Exactly. It's like Tara with the spidey senses. That's right. Someone's talking about me. I'm going to go find them. All right, I'm going to move this out of the way. And we will cactus rose it. Where is my cactus rose, though? There it is. Did you hear that chunk and that clunk that came? That's my chair that I'm sitting on. Every time it makes that noise, I'm like, oh no, when is the whole thing gonna fall apart? Little terrifying. But here we go. All right, so what are we gonna do first? We've missed you too. No burning. Been away rock hounding in southern New Mexico. It was pure magic. That's cool. Did you have some good finds? We're doing good. It's good to see ya. We missed ya. Yeah, it's not good, Tina. It's a terrifying noise. I'm like, oh no. Oh no, no, no. Isn't this gorgeous? This particular paint of Tara's, I think, is so cool with all of that color shift. I feel like I should do another brushwork clock, do a clock, but do a brushwork one, and maybe do some painted desert acrylics. We haven't done anything in Peach Blossom in a while. That would be fun. Like the rock hounding, yeah. Jamie, I laughed at your visual of me under the blankets, but I was too cold to take out my hands. But now that you have to pee, there you go, right? That's the only time that it's worth it. I'm like, I either need food or I need to pee. Otherwise, I'm not coming out from under these blankets. Was I bang on, though? There's this mound of blankets and little Patty's face poking out. Yeah, Cactus Rose just has the most incredible color shift, eh? It's such a fun color. All right, so we are going to slowly move our way around this one, see how much of this one we can get done tonight. Oh, and of course it's clogged, so break out the pliers. Best thing I ever did was listen to you, Tina, and have my pliers handy. Best thing ever. Oh, yeah, and Arctic frost is a good one, too. Once I'm done this one and I'm going to move everything out to clear some space, I'll bring in the other 5 clocks so you guys can see the colors that I've got on those ones, too, if there's any that you guys haven't seen. But I haven't done a brushwork clock yet, so I think that might be in the cards. So we could maybe get that started tonight. It means that I won't properly prepare the surface again. I'll just slap on a couple coats of gesso, but it's worked for these 7, so why not, right? In a perfect world, I would put a coat of gesso on and then wait for it to dry properly, do a light sanding, and then put another coat on, but I've been too impatient. So, shocking, I know. But that could be a fun thing to do. I was thinking I could use for another brushwork clock, I could do the teal and the pink and purples, the brushwork that I've done in Patreon and on that chest of drawers that I did. That would be a pretty clock too, I think. So many of the ones that I've already done are a single color. And then I've got a few that are a few different colors of bliss drops. But it would be fun to do something like really, really, really ornate with lots and lots of fancy stuff. And I think those colors could be really fun to work with. So we'll see. We'll see what we get up to. All right, let's see if I got this now. You rotten. There we go. Okay, that's better. I thought it had clogged up again. 50 pounds of agates and chalcedony. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. That's really cool. Where'd you go do that? Did you get to mine them and stuff yourself? Tell me more. That sounds fantastic. Isn't it incredible? We're so lucky that we get to play with Tara's paints, eh? They're just, delicious. Wish we had known each other when we were younger, Lorna Cher said. We could have met up for some serious rock hounding. Yeah, wouldn't that have been fun? Yeah, that'll be cool, eh? All right, let's see what we're going to do here. So, I'm going to do... I wonder if I have another cactus rose. Yeah, this is working way too hard to get this paint out of the bottle, so that tells me that there's another clog in there somewhere. So I am going to... Oh, it might have come out in that little chunk of paint there. I've got a couple other bottles though, so I might grab those eventually. And I'm just going to do this. Yeah, that's squeezing way too hard and I don't have the patience to go through it all. So let's dive into... Here's another one. Dive into the box of bliss drops. That's much better. Much better. Here we go. Look at that. That's so much better. All right. Yay. The Gila Wilderness. Rough terrain. It was hard work, but so exhilarating. Hounded ravines, etc., but then found an amazing plateau, just rock, hammer, and chisels. That's so cool. He would have loved that. We went through Dinosaur Mine in Alberta. Oh, is that the one in Oh, gosh. Drumheller? That'd be cool, Lorna. That'd be so neat. That's so cool. Much better. Oh, no. Oh, no. Except now you're stringy. Why? Why? Shit. All right. Oh, sure. Just come on. Pooper, scooper. All right. All right, where's the gesso? Let's break it out and do our touch up. It's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing a little black gesso won't fix. In the water. Off you go. Oh, this is great gesso. I really like it, and it was very cost effective. It was $9.99 Canadian for this bucket of gesso, but holy crap, it stinks. It smells so strong. That's cool, Lorna. I got to drive through there once. I was so upset that I didn't have time to stop and explore. It looked really, really cool. Oh, yes, please post some pictures. Yes, we want to see. Yes, yes, yes. Always want to see. Remember that the Patreon chat is not just for mandalas. We want to see life adventures and anything that you want to share. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Excellent. All right. So I'm going to skip over that one. Well, I can do this one. Definitely want to see. Yes, we want to see. Love it. Always, always, always. It's fun watching the color change as the paint dries on with this color too, and all of Tara's Bliss drops, but again, this one. Oh, that one has both of them missing. All right. All right, then. Yeah, swoops are an absolute dream with this paint. So if you haven't ordered any from Tara yet, definitely go do that. You will not be disappointed. And we want to keep her in business so she continues to make paints for a very, very, very long time. Mm. I love this design. It's been so peaceful to work with again. It's been fun editing a bunch of videos where this is the design that I'm doing too. I'm excited to see what we come up with next for the different things that we end up using this design on, because we've done so many things with it already. If there's anybody that's interested in learning how to paint this design, there is a workshop, a few workshops for it actually, on Patreon. There's a few different tiers on Patreon that gets you access to the workshop recordings and to the live workshop sessions, as well as the recordings. If you go to patreon.com and search Mandala Love Affair, you'll find my page there, and all of the information is under a tab called memberships. So I do have free memberships to my Patreon as well. I do exclusive lives and exclusive projects on that too. And if you are interested in any of my written patterns, the PDF downloads, I definitely recommend joining Patreon, because you can get the patterns at a discounted rate on my Patreon page in my shop tab. So save yourself a few bucks, join the community over there, and you'll be all set. I've got a large canvas painted all with cactus rose. I'm excited to do a couple art shows next year and be able to take some of those bigger paintings. It's going to be fun. And I've got a whole bunch of new big canvases too, so I'm starting something big. Might be coming down the pipes pretty soon too. I'm getting the itch. Got a few other things that I want to finish. However, could be fun to do something really big, like a really big project here on YouTube. That'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be good, eh, Lorna? That'd be fun. Mm-hmm. May have gone a little ballistic sharing. That's okay. That's all right. I love it. That must have been so fun. It sounds so cool. All right, that one I think I'm going to have to leave because I'm definitely going to stick my hand in paint if I go to that one. So we'll do like we did on the blue one, and then I'll start working on the swoops that are up here. There's a great angle to show off the color though, eh? You're going to paint, really go at it? Amazing, Lorna. That sounds fantastic. We've missed you too. It's good for the soul hanging out here, isn't it? Oh, I can do... Oh, shoot. That's too much. All right. Out you come. And we will touch that one up now too. That might be the one I already... Oh, no, it's not the one I already touched up. I was going to say, if that's the same spot that I already touched up, that's not good. The reason that I'm painting over it, even though it kind of cleans off really well, is that because these paints have some glazing consistency to them, if I don't, it'll have like this, it'll be black, but it'll be a shiny spot. So going back over with the gesso makes a big difference for that. All right. Let's see if I can do this one without. Okay, I'm not going to tempt fate and do any more there. I'm going to move up here. There. And I'm going to start working on some swoops there. And hopefully, as I'm leaning over the clock, I won't stick my stomach or blankets into the paint. I'm excited for you, Lorna. It's going to be great. It was truly magical, and I needed to connect with nature so much. The cabin we stay at is rustic and wonderful. The birds there are crazy cool. I saw a cardinal. No way, that's so wonderful. Oh, I know. It was so disappointing. It was really disappointing, Cher. But you know what? We learned a lot. And the other thing that I keep trying to remind myself too is that it had no overhead lighting in this building that we were in. They had strings of purple Christmas lights hanging from the ceiling, and that was the only lighting. Like if I hadn't had the twinkle lights attached to my setup, I would have had no lighting at all. So that was frustrating too. But you know what? We learned a lot. Not going to do that market again next year. We've got lots of other good ones on deck as possibilities, so we'll see how that goes. Gonna go have some dinner, Kim? Okay, sounds good. Have a good rest of your night, lovely. We'll see you soon, hopefully. All right, let's swoop. All right, and then I was gonna do this one. Here we go. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much, Cher. I'm really proud of the stands that I built. Really, really, really proud of those. And they will look great at another market that has lighting. So I've got a lot of good potential ones on deck for next year. And see how they go until we find the secret sauce and be good to go. But it was, yeah, it was discouraging. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it took a while to have a more positive attitude about it, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm feeling better about it all now. There's nothing I can do about it now, right? So I might as well just learn what I can from it and move on to bigger and better things. And that'll come. And I'm doing a virtual market right now, and that's been driving me to start posting more content again, and will hopefully drive some traffic to my website, so that'll be cool. There's always going to be something going on. My goal for next year is to figure out how to do prints, and I'm going to start doing some photography to try and take some good images of my bigger paintings and see if I can start offering prints. And when and if I can figure that out, then I'll be able to offer digital prints to everyone in the US, and I'm going to look into some print on demand stuff in the US as well. Won't be the same as something hand painted, but it's something at least. I'm sure you put so much energy and effort into it. We can't control circumstances. Next time around, we'll windfall. Exactly. Exactly. It's the hard part, right? You get so hyped up and so hopeful, and when it doesn't work out, it's a little draining. But you know what? We had fun. Got to hang out with one of my best friends at the market because she had a table as well. Her daughter came and hung out with us too. So, you know, all in all, wasn't terrible, but it was a long day. My friend that I went there with, she has done a couple of the of like handmade markets at seniors' retirement homes. So I might look at doing that a bit next year too. Usually a lower table fee. And but there's always lots of traffic, so I think then it's going to be about figuring out what is the stuff that would sell, you know? But it's all worth a shot, all worth experimentation, and see what happens. And it's real important if you guys are going to be doing markets or anything, or any kind of sales like that, go into it with the idea that it's an experiment. It may or may not work, and there's no perfect secret sauce out there to guarantee success. But there's lots of resources out there for, hey, these are things that I did in my booth that made a difference in the sales. Like, there's lots of creators that share that stuff. So at least we have plenty of resources that exist out there to help us come up with what to experiment with, at least, right? That makes a difference, I think, too. It's like, I want to experiment, but I don't know what I should be doing. So there's lots of that stuff there. So much work. I'm glad to hear those saving grace present too. Yeah. I knew what you meant. Graves. There usually are. Can initially be a hard spot. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is, right? And, you know, you can be optimistic about the next one, and still be discouraged at the same time, or disappointed at the same time. You know, both feelings can exist at the same time. And I think it's just a matter of how long we stay in each of those feelings, right? And sometimes it's harder than others to get out of them. And, you know, you guys help me do that all the time. If I wasn't hanging out with you guys all the time, it would be a lot easier to get into some of those negative mindsets and stay there a lot longer. So it's the power of community sometimes too that can really help make it all not quite so serious, right? Good old autocorrect rearing its head already. They say comparison is the thief of joy, and so is expectation. Yes. That is so true, right? So true. They both are. I think the only expectation that can be a good one to have is that everything's going to be fine. Right? I expect everything I expect everything to be fine. Fine doesn't mean working out the way that I planned. I find that if I get too granular in what I expect, that's when it tends to bite me in the ass, right? I have to not be quite so specific. I reckon your spirit needed the time with your friend more than the wallet needed the money. And that very well could have been the purpose too, right? That's the purpose. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. We still had a good day. Great chit-chats on the drive there and on the drive home. And it was nice to not be there alone too. We were able to help each other an awful lot for our setups and transports and all of that sort of stuff. So that was good. It was good. Oops. My body is sick from pushing so hard on the trip, but oh my goodness, it was so incredible. So much beauty and so many rocks. That's when it feels like it's, you know, if I'm gonna be tired and or sore anyway, I might as well be tired and sore from doing something really friggin' cool and fun and satisfying, right? How long were you gone? So what happens to what happened to the tab for giving me gifts? So here's the issue on YouTube, and that's very sweet of you to ask. So what's happened on YouTube is that in my monetization process, they have to verify my mailing address. And in order to do that, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's because I'm in Canada or what, I wasn't able to do that online. So I'm waiting for them. They have to mail me something, and then it should restart all of that stuff. Once I get that, I just don't know when the hell I'm going to get the stupid thing in the mail. and having to wait for snail mail is wildly inconvenient. Six days, that's nice. That's wonderful. I'm so happy for you. All right, I'm getting too close to needing to put my arm in paint. So I'm going to pause this one, let it dry, and then I'll be able to come in and finish it. So what do you think? Should we start a brushwork clock, do you think? I feel like that could be really, really fun. Should we do, I'm thinking apple blossom would be a good one to do. Or peach blossom, sorry. Apple blossom, peach blossom. It is. It's a total pain in the ass. Absolute pain in the ass. Yes, we'll do a brushwork one. Okay. All right. So I'm going to move this one out of the way. And I'm going to bring in a new clock base. We'll base coat that. And while it's drying a bit, I will bring the other clocks out so that anybody who hasn't seen the other clocks that I've painted, you guys can have a peek at them. So bear with me 2 seconds. I'm just going to move these two so they can dry, and I'll be right back. Okay. Clocks in here. Yes. All right. All right, blanket, what are you doing? Why are you all folded on all weird? All right, there we go. There we go. I'm gonna grab the pliers actually and see if I can pull out these staples. So the last thing I need is for one of these things to be hanging around on the floor and have Audrey step on it or something else horrible. Here we go. A couple more. And I'll the first clock where I struggled so hard to figure out how the hell to deal with the clock parts. Yeah, that was not one of my finer brain moments. I like to think now that I'm saving my brain for the creative stuff, not the obvious stuff that everybody else just is able to engage their brain power in. I sat here, tried to figure out how to unscrew these, and they just pop right off the top. That was so terrible. Another good reason for the pliers, though. All right. Oh, I've got a box full of clock parts. So I'm going to go stick all of these in there. Oops, I bent the arm. Whoopsie. All right, let's move those. Actually, I can just put them over there for now. And, all right, base coat. Here we go. Notice that I am not sanding or doing any other prep than that. This is another example of do not follow my example. Please follow my advice instead. I know what I'm signing up for and the frustration that this is potentially going to cause me by not having, not taking my time and sanding it and going through all of the stuff that I should. But it's because I'm very, very impatient. And you can be impatient too. Just know what you're getting into. Because there will be frustrations potentially there. On wood, I find too, when wood is really, really thirsty and soaks up that paint, it can almost make the surface rougher. But we will be okay. Oh, that's a big paint booger. Wood can be dusty as well. So wiping it off with a damp cloth can also be a good option to consider before you start painting anything, especially if you decide to sand it down though. Make sure you wipe it with a damp cloth to try and get that dust off. Because it can create extra paint boogers that you have to deal with later. All right, while this is drying, let's do a little show and tell of the first clocks that are much closer to being actually finished. It is a fond memory, isn't it? You're like, remember that? At least it was a good laugh too, eh? It was definitely a good laugh. It's funnier now, I find, for me. You get that way. I've not learned. No, I don't learn my lessons either, Lorna. At least we're all in welcome company like that while we're here together, right? All the sanding sounds like exactly. That's how I feel. I'm like, but I want to paint now. And if you're telling me that I have to paint and sand and wait and paint and sand, or paint and wait and sand and paint and wait and then start painting, I'm sorry. That is way too many steps for me. That does not sound appealing at all. All right, I'm going to go grab the other ones and show you guys those. For those who haven't seen it, I will be right back. Move that out of the way so I don't trip. All right, at least these ones are dry, so I can bring them all at once and show them to you. So I'm going to just move this out of the way. So we did this one, and this one is one of Tara's paints called Blue Fire Opal. Isn't that pretty? So snowflakey. But you can see the color shift there. See how it shifts kind of to purple off in the edges and kind of a whiter color here. I love this one. Tina says, I found that no matter how well you sand a piece, that first coat of paint causes the wood to be rough, 100%. You almost need to like sand in between coats of paint to try and eliminate some of it. But it's still, it can be really rough. Took a bunch of art supplies, including ornaments, to the Gila for all the after dark hours. There was a little Christmas tree in the cabin with only lights. Oh, that's lovely. That's really cool. That'd be a nice way to end your day, eh? After finding all kinds of cool rocks and then coming home to paint. That sounds wonderful. Isn't that pretty? So again, anybody who hasn't tried Tara's paints. So all of these are painted with the exact same design, just with different colors. So then we have the rainbow clock, which I love. This was the first one that we did. I love this one. And then I've got this one for a Christmas clock. And then we've got this one for another pretty clock. Snowflakey. They've turned out good so far, eh? I just got to get the right color of clock arms to make sure that we can actually see it. I'm thinking silver for this one, silver for the first one, and then I'll use gold for the other three. That's what I'm thinking anyway. But like I said, what I'll do is once I've got all three different color options done, like when I've got a gold and a black, I'll show that here. And I'll take photos with each one just to see what's gonna show up the best. Thank you, Cara. Don't bother sanding before the first coat. Yeah, it can be, it's such a waste of time, right? If you're gonna have to go through it after anyway and go through all that work only to feel like all that work was completely undone by the coat of paint. It was really special. I couldn't believe there was a tree. Yeah, that's really, really cool. That would just make it perfect. Thank you so much, Cara. Oh, thank you, Cher. I told Dan to go tomorrow, and then I remembered it was winter in the snow. Yeah, it might not be great. You might get you'll probably get some more snow than I will here too, eh? Thank you, Tina. So, hopefully, with any luck, I will get a bunch of these done and be able to get them listed on my website, and that'll feel really good too. And I kept all of the plastic covers, so once they're done being painted, I'm going to wrap them in parchment paper and put them back in those plastic cases for protection. Because what I don't want to do is I don't want to set them like this and store them anywhere. Even with parchment paper in between, that would keep the paint from peeling off and transferring from one piece to another, but it won't stop them from squishing. And with this paint being so important with that texture, I don't want that to get ruined. So I kept all of the plastic cases, and I'll be able to put them back into those cases to keep them protected. All right, I'm just going to go put these back on my other table. I'll be right back. This one. Oh, and I'll show you the brushwork ornaments that we've been doing on Patreon too. One sec. Oh my God, it's cold. Gotta get back under my blanket. Gotta wrap it up a little tighter. I found a chair-sized, like, you know, those pads that you can buy to put on your chairs to, like, the cushions and stuff. I found one that's heated. I'm like, oh, that sucker's gonna be in my studio soon. All right. Let's see. To get you some rocks. That would be fun, though. Hopefully the snow will, maybe it'll even hold off for you a bit, Lorna. You never know. So what's left to be done on the clocks? I am going to varnish them. So there's some that need touch-ups in the background where the guidelines didn't come off completely. So I'm going to go through them. Once the touch-ups have been done, then I'm going to varnish them. And then along the edges, let me show you on this one. I'm going to do each of the edges, and I'm going to paint the back a solid black as well. Or whatever, or some color anyway. I thought about doing whatever color I do on the edge. Like a lot of them are going to get gold on the edge. Then I could paint the back gold. or silver, whichever one I do, or I can do the black. So what happened the other day, though, is when I have some paint pens, Posca paint pens, that I was going to just color in the edge, but because the wood is so thirsty again, it just sucked up all the paint, and I'd probably have to go over it 3 or 4 times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to varnish it, and I'm going to varnish the edges, so then I can go over it with the edge, and then I'll put my next coat of varnish. And I'm hoping that even if I have to do 2 coats, it won't be quite as many to do. And then I'm going to sign the back, and I need to spray paint the clock hands. So I'm going to be putting in an order tonight with Michael's to get a new can of gold spray paint. I have silver, and I have black. Well, they come black, so I won't have to do anything there. So still a few more steps, but they're relatively quick steps, which is good. I'm going to grab my heat gun so we can dry this, and then I am going to put a quick second coat on. And then we will get out paints and start painting. But I'm going to try and dry this off first. So yeah, not too many steps, but enough that it's going to take a bit of time, right? I know, with the heated seat, it's going to be so nice. Heated seat underneath, heated blanket on top, space heater hopefully blowing heat in my face, and then that'll be great. All right, this is going to make some noise in 3, 2, 1. It's almost dry. I just want to finish it so that I can get the second coat on. Sometimes it's hard to tell, too, what is still wet paint and what is just how it happens to be soaking into the wood. I think all the rest is how it's soaking into the wood. So I think we should be good here. So we'll do a second coat. Thank you. I'll grab this. We've done a lot with this design, with that ornament. I'll show you what we've done so far. I did the ornament that you saw with the golds. I did that on the inspiration deck card pull on Patreon for this month. And then we decided for our workshops on Patreon this month, we're doing ornaments and keychain designs. So we took the design from that one, and we've painted it on some round ornaments, like some bulb ornaments. And I've got big plans for those, so I'll show you where we're at with those so far. But it's another one, and it's a fun design to do. Really, really fun. I think you're gonna, as beautiful as that one is, because it is, I think once you see the other ones, you're gonna like them even more. That's just my guess. Oops. Oh, there's all kinds of paint boogers in there. All right. We'll let this one dry. And I'll show you the ornaments in the meantime here. And then we'll get out paints, and if it still needs some time to dry, then I'll break out the heat gun again. And I'm going to have to clean my paint water because I just filled it with black gesso. So we've got a couple things to do. So this is the original ornament that we did. in the Inspiration Deck Card Pull Live. If you're a paid member on Patreon, you have access to the live that we did this in. And the inspiration for it was kind of a monochrome. So even though it's got the red in there, did the golds on that. And that was Tina's color suggestion. And then for Patreon, also Tina's color suggestion. Oh, crap. Oh, don't mind my head. I'll show you these ones. So, look at that color scheme, eh? The Monsoon turned out perfect too, eh, Tina? I think the Monsoon top dots look perfect on there. So we have this one, which is lovely. Turned out so well. But the start of it was painting on a big round ornament. So we've got this big space in here. So there's a couple different options of what we could do. We could do a smaller design in here in the middle to kind of take up that space. But what I want to do is I want to do a great big band around this middle. So it's going to go all the way. It's probably a good 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch on either side of that seam in the ornament. And we're going to wrap that design all the way around and fill up a ton of space on this one. And I'm going to use the Monsoon for top dots and top swoops on these ones as well. And then I don't know what I'm going to do here. These are, you know, blue with mostly green. So I think here I'm going to do a lot of blue with just some green highlights to kind of mix it up a little bit. But we did that one, and then we did this one to see the same design on a flat ornament. And then we also did the start of one on this really pretty purple. So this one, not too much smaller for the design itself, a little bit smaller, but it's more on a curve, so it makes it look a lot smaller. So we're going to do that, and it should be probably about 1/3 to 1/2 inch maximum on either side, and we're going to do that band around there as well. So we were testing it out here. I did this color purple as the top swoop on here, but it doesn't really show up well. So I did the silver on the rest of them, and then I'm going to do probably this color, and then maybe this as a top dot on each of those. And then, yeah, then we'll have the same design on the other side, and then we're going to do a great big band around the middle to fill that up. Cool, eh? Hi, Christine. Thank you, Cara. Yeah, it was a fun one. It was a really fun one. And then, so yeah, we spent the whole weekend, our 2 workshop sessions on the weekend, working on all of these. I also started a rainbow one as well, and I like it, but it's not quite what I had hoped. I'm going to finish it. It'll probably be a little bit chaotic, but I think it'll still be pretty. But I think what I'll do with the next one is I had 9 colors in here, and I actually counted on one of these ones, and I'm going to be able to do 9 colors from the center all the way out, including top dots. So I'm going to do that a little more uniform instead of the rotating colors on this one. I do like it. Not in love with it. I like it enough to finish it, and I think it's still going to look pretty, but it's the layout of the colors is going to be a little bit more planned out for sure. But yeah, and the blues and greens was also Tina's color combo. 2 for 2. 2 for 2 for Tina. Gorgeous, eh? So much fun. Yeah, the Monsoon turned out perfect. Yes, and the Monsoon is one of Tara's paints. Yes. One of her bliss drops. Do you like the purple one, Christine? Isn't it so pretty? I promised Tina that I'd keep this one aside so that she could have it when I can ship to the States again. Thank you, Cher. Yeah, they're really fun and pretty, eh? Oh, thanks, Tina. All right, just needed to have a sip of my drink. So that's what we were working on the weekend, which was super, super fun. So my goal for next weekend for Patreon is to get the second side of the design done on this one and on the white one so that we can start jumping in with those big bands that are going to go around the edges. I think that's going to be cool. And then this one I'm thinking I'll do UV resin on. I think that would be cool to do UV resin on this. I've got some touch-ups to do. I want to paint the back, and I've got some touch-ups to do. Now, I don't know if I can kind of paint the UV resin on the side to cover it as well, or if I'm going to just varnish the whole thing and leave the edges and just protect the front. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. I do have some touch-ups, though, with little chunks of other paint on there, but so pretty. Definitely have to keep playing with that color combo, too. Definitely. All right, so let me grab, I'm going to grab one of the, one of my workshop pieces, the most recent one, to show you the color scheme that I'm thinking of for this clock. Oh no, we were going to do Peach Blossom. Never mind, I'll show you the other one next time. Peach Blossom. Here we go. So Peach Blossom is going to shift from this gold to a pink. So we'll do some brushwork on this one. So I'm not going to put the paint out quite yet. I'm going to grab this and grab the heat gun. We'll get her dry. Excuse me. Get my blanket out from under my chair. Woo! Oh, my whole seat just tilted. I think whatever that noise was is going to come back and bite me in the ass soon. Oh, shit. I'm stuck on another cord here. I'm going to end up ripping stuff down off of my shelf. Hold on. Hold, please. Okay. Here we go. I don't think I'm going to cause any more damage. Please just stay there. Please. Thank you. All right. Whew. What are you up to today, Christine? Did you have, how was your weekend? How did it go? Yeah, the wooden one is really fun. It took a while to figure out what to paint on that size, and I think we cracked the code on that size and shape. I've got a few more, so I should do those too. That would be fun. All right, I'm going to turn the heat gun on in 3, 2, 1. When I'm using the heat gun to dry wood, I'm always afraid that I'm going to leave it sitting in one spot for too long, like a magnifying glass out in the sun, and the whole damn thing is going to catch fire. I know logically it would take an awful lot to do that, but I'm like, still makes me nervous. Let's turn this way. Make sure we got it all. It's still a little damp, but we'll make it do. No market, so that was nice. Oh, that's good. A little bit of a break. Do you still have more coming up? I know I ask you this all the time. I swear someday I might remember. I need to have a calendar in here so when I find out stuff from you guys, I can just write it on the calendar. Working on some orders, an ornament, and a wine glass at the moment. Very nice. That's awesome. Good for you. All right. Looks good. Unplug that. Put that over here. And now we need to do guidelines, don't we? Okie dokie. So, if I want this to be a clock, I need to have the right number of slices, which is this one. And let's grab, I'm going to have to do touch-ups. I want to make sure it doesn't show through the paint. So we're going to use this color. It's kind of peachy pink, so if it shows up underneath the guidelines, it won't be quite so jarring. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put how am I going to do this? How did I do it last time? Oh, there. When I hold it up like this, I can see the shadow on the center circle. So I will just move that around until it looks like it's in the middle. Like so. And I'm just going to hold it up here so I'm looking at it straight on. All right, now we should be good. Okay. And so I'm going to draw the rest of my lines. I'm just going to use this, and then I will draw my own circular guidelines as well. Not going to worry about that. I just wanted to get that in there like so. And then let's draw some lines. Sharpen my pencil first. All right, let's see. Barb, how you doing? Finished for markets for this year. Very nice. Do you have a lot of orders still to catch up on? That's awesome that you got so many. Here we go. What's new, Barb? How you doing? You staying warm? How you feeling after your market season, Christine? Are you feeling good? Are you tired? Give us your recap. Hudsonville vanilla ice cream. Ooh, is it good? Vanilla ice cream is great. You have a list? That's awesome. So good. Doing okay work today. Spent money. Had dinner with the granddaughter. Nice. Ice cream sounds like a great idea, Cara. All right, so I need to find, there it is, my little box here. And in here, I should have, where's my little wood one? Well, I'll use that one if I have to, but where's my little wood one? Oh no. I don't have any more near me, so I can't do another one. It's gotta be around here somewhere though. I had a little wood square that I drew my guidelines, the 2 perpendicular lines in my center, so that I had a little piece of wood that worked like a template and would sit on top of here and be somewhere where I can put my compass so it doesn't poke through. Now, it's entirely possible I threw it in this little bucket. Nope, not in that little bucket. All right. Which means I either stuffed it in a drawer or put it on a shelf and I don't remember where. Oh, what else could I have done with it? Where else could it be? I'm hoping that if I... Oh, I found it! Haha! I just had to look in my stand that Patty's hubby made me. Oh. Come on. There we go. There we go. Done. And then I'll put some tape on the back and we'll be good again. Okie dokie. Yeah, where'd you go for dinner? Or did your granddaughter come to your place for dinner? I feel like market season should not be finished, but this year we must think of our mental health. Mostly Eric's, poor guy. It's a lot. It's a lot. But yes, mental health is very, very important. If you don't take care of it now, it'll come back to bite you in the ass eventually, right? So the nice part about this is I just need to draw the perpendicular lines. They don't actually need to be centered on this, because then I can just line it up like this. Push that down. And now I have a spot to put my compass. Now I got a new compass, so I'm going to try this one out and see how it works. This one is supposed to be a locking compass. I mean, it's not great, but hopefully it stays put a little bit better than my other one did. Oh, right, I've got to drop that down. And I'm not measuring anything, I'm just winging it. Oh, it's staying where a little bit better. What I found with my old compass is that by the time I would get around and get back to where I started with the compass, it would the arm would have moved. Now, if I wasn't so lazy, I would reach over and grab my Lazy Susan, but like I said, I'm lazy, so we won't do it that way. Ate in, ordered pizza and made salad. Oh, that's nice. I hope you had a good visit and a good time hanging out with her. Let's go back here. Like by the time I would do that, it wouldn't match up. So this is definitely better. Gotta loosen that a bit. Loosen that a bit. Now we tighten that. This is doing pretty good. All right, that's going to be enough of that. That's enough of that. So we're going to do all peach blossom, which is one of Tara's paints, but one of the painted desert acrylics. So we're going to do that. I need to find my eraser so that I can do my little gentle erase thingy, and then we'll be good to go. All right, let's see. My Buy Christmas list is 2 Baby's First Christmas disc ornaments, 2 bookmarks, 1 silver and white gold disc ornament, purple gnome, 1 wine glass, and 2 reindeer disc ornaments. That's great. That's a lot of fun stuff too, eh? A lot of different stuff. That's awesome. Good for you. And then you have more to do after Christmas? Stuff that doesn't need to be done by Christmas? That's wonderful. My non-Christmas orders are 2 incense holder for one and 1 incense holder for another. Oh, that's amazing. So good. Such dainty hand movement. That compass has helped a lot. I'm now very pleased with that purchase. I was on the fence before. Compass without the turntable. The turntable makes it so much easier for sure. I can't do the compass without someone else to do it for me. Just eyeball it and it shows. They can be a real pain in the butt for sure. All right. Take a drink. Do you have particular color requests for your incense holders, Christine? So I'm just going to do a gentle erase. I don't want the guidelines gone. I just want them faint in the background so that I can still see them, but will reduce the risk of them showing through the paint. I've had it happen before with my cactus rose piece that I had to put 3 coats on it because there was a lot of the guidelines showing through. This is learn as we go, right? I mean, it looks great because it's got 3 coats on it, but it's a big ass painting to do 3 coats on. So hopefully this helps a little bit. So just a very light erase. Again, I want the guidelines there, but not in the way. Okie dokie. So we need brushes. So I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to grab this one. What other ones we got here? That one's a good one. That one's a good one. I don't know how big we'll go. I'll grab a few of these different sizes. We'll see what happens. Okie dokie. Okay, I need to go clean my paint water. You guys, I will be back in just a minute. I will leave this so you have something pretty to look at, and I will do this as quickly as I can. I'll be right back. Somebody woke up while I was cleaning stuff in the kitchen. So let's... Here we go. Hi, baby. Hi, everybody. I just woke up. I'm very, very tired. I'm very, very sleepy. But hello. What do you think? What do you see? What is it? What is it? Oh, all right. Yeah. It's the arm hanging over, eh? Like she's leaning out a car window. Is the baby. Hi, the baby. Hi, the baby. Everyone says hi, baby, and hi, princess. You are a princess, aren't you? Oh, she's purring, too. I don't know if you can hear her. No. Mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. You good? Are you hungry? Do you want a snack? Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go grab her a quick snack and then we'll be back. I will turn you back around this way. And we will be right back. Could you hear her? No way. That's awesome. You're purring loud. All right, we'll be right back. Ready? You coming? Yeah? Good girl. All right, there you go. Good job. All right. Good girl. All right. And we're back. She's eating and happy, and we are good to continue. Oh, we should have done your inhaler. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to pick this back up. And we're going to do your inhaler and get that done. Here, well, let me turn people around to see you do that. Hold on. Hold on. I'm coming. All right. So she gets her inhaler and her pills. You ready? Gotta do your pills, babe. Gotta do your pills. Good girl. Let's see here. Let's see. I can't get it to do any better for us here. Yeah. Nope, that's not gonna work. Now you can just see my pants. That doesn't help. Hold, please. I know I'm missing a lot. I'm sorry. I'm gonna come back soon. There she is. All right, little miss. You ready? Looks good. That one looks good. That looks good. And that looks good. All right, ready? Pill number 1. Pill number 1. I'm sorry, I know. You're so good. Ready? Pill number 2. I know. I'm sorry. And then we have the inhaler. Ready? Girl. Good girl. Good job. Here you go. Yucky wet food. That's really yucky. All right, I'm gonna. There we go. And I need to put the lid on this, and we should be good now. Okay. Okie dokie. Let me catch up here. Bring the paint water over. Okay, here we go. Sorry, guys. All right, let me scroll back. Nicole's here. Hi, Nicole. All right, let me scroll back again. Christine said, it's great to have so many different things to work on and not all the same thing. Yeah, that makes a big difference, eh? 2 are both in blues and the other turquoise and a highlight of color shift purple flash. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Please make sure you send us pictures. Would love to see. Yeah, freehanding can be a lot easier, eh, Lorna? Steffi's back for a few. Hi. I know, it's so nice to have so many people here tonight. That's wonderful. Still above ground. Ready for Christmas. We're not really doing anything here. Steffi, I'm so overwhelmed preparing for these finals with students that I cried at Tart. Oh, Steffi. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did everybody have a nice Thanksgiving? Cher asked too. Absolutely not ready. That's so hard. I hope it goes by so fast. I know the purrs are so good, eh? Some days totally awful, others okay. I never know. That's so hard. That's so cool that you were able to hear, Nicole. Yeah, you never know from one day to the next, right? Sending you guys so much love. Not ready either, just not, and I'm not expecting that I'll get that way. I just can't be asked, as they say in the UK. There you go. Yeah. I'm excited for December 22nd because then that means that starting December 22nd, the days are going to get longer and longer every day. That's about it. People were arguing in Target over shit, and I'm like, stop it then. Stop it. And then I started to cry, then look insane, but I'm just tired, and they were when you have to be around that kind of energy, it can just push you right over. And half the time, like you said, if they're arguing over stupid shit, then, you know, what's the point? It takes so much energy to be miserable and cranky and fighting, eh? Cher says, completely get it, and people should really knock it off. Maybe your reaction will shake some sense of them. Yeah, maybe. No, definitely not insane. You know? Not at all. There's enough of that to go around. They were just shouting, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? In this mad-ass country, stop it right now, right? There's so many other things. Isn't she wonderful? She's really good, eh, Nicole? I'm so surprised. I'm still shocked every time she does so well. I'm worried about, she's got some really bad back teeth. I'm really worried about whenever she's going to need to have those pulled. I'm really scared about that. Hopefully it's not for a while. She doesn't seem to be bothered too much by them, but I know they're bothering her enough. Like, she won't chew kibble or anything like that. But hopefully she'll be just as good. Don't want to adult anymore. No kidding, eh? Yeah, totally would have been cheering Steffi on for sure. Adulting is very overrated. I remember when I was younger, I'm like, I was in such a hurry to be an adult. I was in such a damn hurry. Ridiculous. Love you too, Nicole. Could have separated them and made them hug. There you go, right? Isn't she just wonderful? She's just perfect. She does. Audrey does make the world a little bit better. Well, a lot better. She's so beautiful, eh, Lorna? You all have no much idea how much I missed you and thought about you. Oh, we missed you too, Cher. It's so good to see ya. Yeah, you guys would have been a good team. Yeah, Nicole would have been right there too. Get him, shut him up. Right, where is Cher? Yep, she did. Yeah, Sarah posted earlier, let us know earlier in the comments. Sarah, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, thank you again. Letting us know that Lay got there okay. Right back at you, Cher. Went away to the wilderness and had to bust my backside to make it happen. Well, you knew you had to come back to us and tell us all of the cool-ass things that you did, right? I know, she's a total badass, eh? You guys are so sweet. Today I said the F-bomb way more than the norm, and it wasn't fun saying it anymore. Yeah. I love the word myself too, Cher. But sometimes it can feel like I shouldn't need to say it. I should be able to say it because I want to say it, not because I need to. Say it like 1,000 times in 2 hours, it totally loses its zest. Yeah, and there is no better word. The 22nd is your birthday. Oh, that's good to know, Lorna. Lily's doing so much better, but she fights me about taking her meds and she bites at me. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I'm sorry. Give it a shot. My cat already thinks I'm batshit out of my mind. What have I got to lose? There you go. Yeah, Nicole would be the videographer there. Yeah, it's good that she's taken them for sure. Yeah, it makes it tough. Makes it tough to get it done. Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely bottom of the barrel for the cats, I think. I know she loves me, but there are times where she's like, "I'm just tolerating you. I hope you know that." All right. Let's do some more painting, shall we? So we're going to use Tara's Painted Desert Acrylics in Peach Blossom. And we're going to do some brushwork and make a pretty clock. And I'm going to clean this out. All right. Here we go. So, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do it? What do I want to do first? How do I want to start this? Okay, we'll do it that way. All right. That looks way too small, doesn't it? That looks better. That looks better. Oh, sorry. You are in Audrey's home and she is pleased with that. Exactly. She's like, it's okay that you are here and I get pissed when you leave. That's true, Tina. If the meds are working, that definitely makes it worth it. Hand around the back of her head, thumb and middle finger at the back side of her jaw, then squeeze a little. Pop the pill to the back and then chin rub goes right down. Oh, that's good advice, Cher. Yeah, definitely worth it. Only sucky thing about having to work on my orders is I can't play with my new Bliss and PDA. Yeah, that'd be really hard. Can you just sneak something in there so you can work on it a little bit? Or is that like, I'll work on it on Christmas Day when I've got this other stuff done? Yeah. Right. Always PDA first. Yeah, the autocorrect has not taken a break tonight. She'll cough them right back up when I do it that way. Oh, yuck. Hey, Tracy, how you doing? Yeah, we're going to do a new clock. A brushwork with Peach Blossom Painted desert acrylics. I haven't painted with this color since Kim's the book box and Tara's piece that she got. How you doing, Tracy? What's new? Nicole, share. I don't know how she does it, but she coughs them back up when I do that. I think they're gone and taken, and within 5 minutes later, she's coughing them back up. Oh, yuck. Makes it about impossible. One of my mom's cats had to have prednisone every day, and the only way I could get them down was yeah. And I have to sit there and watch for a while to make sure, right, that it actually stays down. Try holding and pushing and keeping her head back. Yeah, it's so hard. You doing some painting today, Tracy? All right, so that's where we're starting. I think I'm going to build them all out in the distinct arms, just like they have the distinct arms of sections of the clock on the Bliss clocks. And then we'll fill in between. So we're going to just keep going out along these straight guidelines for now and seeing how we can fill it in all the way out. I meant petting her, trying to keep Steffi on her toes. We're getting through it. It's just some work, yeah. Sending you lots of love, Nicole. Om. It is so peaceful. I've didn't realize how much I missed brushwork. I really didn't realize it. Doing some wooden ornament prep. Not that I'll sell any more this year, but not feeling like doing anything else. That's fair. It's nice because it's a good size, right? Because you're not committed to something for days and weeks at a time, which is definitely a good thing. All right. So let's do some squigglies. To be careful not to take up too much space because I got to fit two. Oops. Let's do this one over. That's so nice to hear, Cher. That makes me happy. I'm glad that being here in this community does that for everybody. It certainly does it for me, for sure. Gonna post a picture of the tree we decorated. Yay! The dawn light is coming through the window. It was so beautiful. Yes, please. Oh. Wouldn't that be wonderful if we could just travel the world together and experience all this stuff together? Just stuck my thumb in wet paint, of course. Oh, it sucks. I need to add in, I'm going to add in just a little bit of medium. Just because this is a little thick. Hopefully this will help. There we go. Why did you do that? Why did you? All right, let me scroll back. Well, yeah, we all do that. Just saw a crochet mandala doily. Oh, cool. Oh, that'd be pretty, Cara. What a cool way to mix the two, eh? Not a normal paint day if I don't stick my fingers in wet paint, right? Yeah, it's just part of what happens. Aw, that's so nice, Lorna. That makes my heart happy. Let me fix that, maybe. All right, so now we gotta go, and I don't think I left enough room, but we're gonna squeeze these in here. Sounds good, Nicole. Take care of yourself, please. It was good to see ya. Okay, I'm back. The UPS guy fell on the porch. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not good. Yeah, I think it looks for Steffi. Say okay? As your heart must have just beat right out of your chest. He's young and athletic, luckily, so explained that tying shoelaces is worth it in life, and his mom would agree. Steffi, was he after the treats? His mother's clearly failed. Where hopefully you've succeeded, hopefully. My husband just kept eating, and I'm like, what was that bang? I don't know. Don't want to put the recliner down. He knocked over the snack box that I filled, so he got extra snacks. There you go. Can't even go to the bathroom to chat. Yeah, was he pretty? All right. Well, that's a good start. Clean off my brush. All right. Next is gonna be a smaller brush. Is that as small as I want to go, though? I feel like I might want to go smaller than that. Nah. Oh, I could do this one. No, they're about the same. Okay. This one it is, then. Let me scroll back. He was adorable. Sent him away with Funyuns, Dr. Pepper, and advice on ways to not tie shoes but tuck laces. There you go. It's getting better and better. The paint is Painted Desert Acrylics in Peach Blossom. Gonna hide somewhere no man goes, like in the vacuum closet. There you go. When you wait for Tina for the answer. Think you should wipe a book. Would be a write a book. It would be a bestseller. The world needs more laughter. I think that would be a great idea. Did you figure out the ornament? Steffi asked Tina. I missed the conversation. Maybe even Stephen King. Wouldn't that be cool? All right. Looks like a ship steering wheel right now. So now we're going to go here. Like that. So as it starts to dry, we'll see a gold to pink shift. Let me scroll back. Yeah, wipe and write are sisters for sure, especially where autocorrect is concerned. Same, but it's not awful for you too. Tina says nowhere near Jamie's. Just finished laughing really hard joking about mixing boiled eggs in the ice cream. Ew, that doesn't sound very appealing at all. Fun to laugh though, right? Be very blessed indeed. Take lots of pictures, exactly. There you go, boiled ice cream. Is that like boiled icing? Ooh. Ice cream and peanut butter. Ooh, that'd be good, Lorna. All I can picture is that guy in the meme that says, I don't always cry in Target, but when I do, right? It's going pretty good so far, Tracy. Thanks for asking. They've done a really nice write-up. And I'm getting some traffic to the website. Haven't had any orders yet. But I'm still trying to stick with the mindset of, even if it doesn't result in any sales, if this is what's going to kick my ass into gear to get posting again, then that would be lovely. And it's definitely doing its job in that sense, for sure. So I'm really glad that I did it. That's for sure. Lorna, what's your favorite birthday cake? Steffi asked. Yeah, definitely the little barf emoji. Ooh, caramel too. That would be good. Craving deviled eggs all of a sudden? Ooh. At hard over eggs and ice cream. Because your stress level is at its limit, so you're gonna feel it. Oh, and Reese's Pieces. Oh, I love Reese's Pieces. Sure, I can find some breaks when I need to let stuff dry. Then I can start something with my Blisses. That's a good call. That's a really good call. Yeah, exactly. Release, share. Exactly. Just finished having deviled eggs. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Salted caramel on ice cream. Yeah, that'd be good. Ben and Jerry's s'mores ice cream is your favorite? That sounds really good. I have to clean my brush off here. Seen all your posts, awesome. Also got you updating your. I did. Yes, exactly. It got me doing a lot of stuff that I've been procrastinating on for a very long time. So even if that's kind of the culmination of what this market achieves for me, I will be really, really happy. Because of that, so I haven't gotten a sale because of the market, but I have gotten an order. I got an order yesterday for a couple of ornaments. So might not have been from the market, but the posting has worked. That's for sure. And thank you, Tracy. Gonna whip up some Harry Potter's butterbeer. Ooh. Butterbeer's fantastic. A Christmas tradition. Oh, that'll be lovely. That's nice. Yeah, salted caramel's yummy. If you have crumble cookie, look up their new shake. It's chocolate mousse, toasted Oh, that sounds fantastic. Strawberry and whipped cream. Yeah, that's really good. I always liked getting fresh strawberries and angel food cake and some whipped cream. And then in our spice aisle, where you can get all the different like pepper grinders and stuff, there's one that you can get that has chunks of chocolate, sugar, and cinnamon. And I used to grind that up on top of the whipped cream. So yummy. Yeah, definitely right. Yay, food. Making Steffi hungry again. Whipped cream, caramel, and butterscotch. Yeah, that'd be good. After I never say here when I got COVID and binged it, yeah. Yeah, the butterbeer will be cool. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. All right. So that one is done. So I'm going to add some more paint into my palette. And then I'm going to do some dots, I think. Gonna have to DoorDash deviled eggs and caramel. They're gonna look at that order and go, I'm sorry, are you okay? Yeah, it's definitely a good way to spend COVID. I had no, not loved, but I had no problem with, isolation. I'm like, perfect. Thank you for the excuse to not have to interact and go out and socially. Oh, I would, but sorry, COVID and all. Gotta worry about my bubble. All right, so I'm just adding some medium. It's a little thick. Just gonna give it a really good mix. So these paints, just like the textured bliss drop paints that I was using at the beginning of this live, for anybody new who is not familiar with Tara of Deserted Bliss, she hand makes these paints in her home. We are all huge fans here, and you can get them at desertedbliss.com. All right, so now what am I going to do? I lied. I'm not going to do dots yet. I'm going to do some more brush strokes. I'm going to do little ones. Oops. I can hear my downstairs neighbor opening up her window. It's about to smell like pot in here. Oh, I can really see the color shift coming through now, eh? That's cool. Look at that. That looks wicked. All right, let me scroll back. I'm way behind. I'm so sorry. Oatmeal ice cream. Oh, that'd be interesting, eh? Yeah, not much else you can do, that's for sure. Lorna said her favorite cake is white cake, caramel filling, and Reese's Pieces. That sounds wonderful. Mm-hmm. How do you make butterbeer? Tina asked. I found it tasted a lot like cream soda almost. Very, very, very sugary. Yeah, they'll think she's pregnant for sure. Throw in some pickles in there and you'll definitely. Worked from home via Zoom with students while my dogs barked the entire semester. Yeah, or insane, Tina says. Yeah, that sounds good, Lorna. Yep, 2 things could be true at the same time. Cream soda, butter extract, caramel. Oh, that's why it tastes like cream soda then. Extract caramel, then whipped cream. Beat with butterscotch and butterscotch drizzle on. Yeah, diabetes in a glass. Yeah, but so yummy. Yeah, just a little bit of sugar. Just a tad. And that's what the meds are for, right, Tina? Flaky white sea salt sprinkled on top. Ooh, that sounds fantastic. Yeah, gardening centered neighbors. It happens almost every night. Yeah. I have my window open a crack, yeah. It's too dusty in here to have it closed. So I keep it open for the asthma folks in the house and Critter in the house now. Make sure there's at least some fresh air coming in. I keep hoping that I'll be able to kind of get caught up and get some cleaning done, but I'm getting very, very close to reaching out to friends and saying, hello, I need some help, please. If I could have a couple people come over and would be willing to help me clean a bit, I might actually be able to get ahead of myself and maybe not have to keep the windows open. Lorna, I hope you get cake exactly like you wished for on your birthday, Steffi says. Yes. I want to know what Leigh eats in Egypt. Yeah, hopefully she takes lots of pictures. Totally screenshotted that butterbeer recipe. Yeah. No, I haven't heard of butter extract either. Interesting, eh? Okie dokes. So now... Now what are we going to do? All right, now we're going to add in some dots. All right, so 4 dots. Okay, I'm going to go in with a size 4, and we are going to put dots there. So when I'm going in the second time, I'm just adding some extra paint. Make this nice and solid, because the heavier the paint is on the surface, the more different the color is going to be. So it's going to lean a little heavier towards the gold end of the color shift, the thicker this paint is. All right. So now what are we going to do now? We are going to do another dot here. Oops. Okie dokes. Never heard of it either, Tina. I would be there if I could. Binge cleaning is a good stress release. It definitely can be. Definitely can be. And I feel like, especially if you feel like you make headway, right? I figure I need, me and 2 people. And I could get this place really, really looking good. Is it near the almond extract? Oh, thank you, Lorna. Completely annihilated your chat with pictures of the trip. Now the butterbeer recipe. No apologies. I think that's great stuff. Share, no worries at all. Looking on the Walmart site. McCormick and Watkins carry it, Tina says. All right. They look like what, Lorna? In the baking aisle. Okay, good to know. All right, you think, well, maybe all the extracts are together. Hi, baby, what you doing? Hi, cutie. You came back in to say hello? We're almost done for tonight, so it's almost about you again. You did order Taco Bell. There you go. Oh, that's a cool... Yeah, they kind of do, don't they, Lorna? That's cool. It really does, and I think that that's one of the reasons, Cher, why I feel so chaotic, because it's... I need to get this... I'm because it's not super clean around here. Like, I need to do the floors, but they need to be, like, hands and knees scrubbed, right? And I've got a Swiffer wet jet that I can use once I've got it caught up. But there's no point in using the wet jet now. We'd go through like 10 of the wet jet pads just in one room. So I need some help. Yeah, and less clutter too makes a big difference, for sure. I'm thinking I'm going to walk dots just down to here maybe. Let's try it. Yes, like that. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Poor Audrey licking the crumbs off her plate like it's her last meal. She's not going to get any more. So I don't remember where I'm live on Thursday. But the next time we have one of these Paint and Breathe lives, we'll continue working on this one. We've got a Cindy panel to work on during the Patreon All Members Live. We got ornaments for the Patreon Workshop Lives. We got lots of good stuff going on, I think, right now. So we'll finish these walking dots, and that'll be it for us for tonight. That 3 hours went by fast again. It's going by so fast. Let me just scroll back. Yeah, the Swiffer just moves the dirt, right? I want to get it clean, and then I can use it to help me stay ahead of it. But I figure if I had a couple people, then I could do the windows to the wall. Never. Anyways, I could do the windows, and I could get some dusting done and do the floors. So I've got a couple people I'm going to hit up and see if I can get them to come help me for a couple hours. See what I can get done. Because it's definitely taking up a lot of mental space for me. And I would really like to get it to the point where I could, run the Swiffer every day, run the vacuum really quickly every day, and then every 2 or 3 days do a quick dusting and actually stay on top of it. It would certainly make it healthier for all of us in here if I was able to do that. It's a big source of, I don't want to say shame, but yeah, a shame that I don't have it done. And then I'm not keeping this place clean and healthy, So hopefully soon. All right, I'm scrolling back, trying to catch up. Wild, wild imagination, Lorna, right? It can be fun. Just need to get moving on the decluttering again, Cher said. So was making headway. Yeah. Well, and then you went and had some fun. That slows things down. Good night, Patty. Goosebumps are gone. Dale is picking up a couple of COVID tests tomorrow after work. Yeah, just in case. Keep our fingers crossed, Patty. I hope you feel better. I hope you're able to get some good sleep tonight, and hopefully that helps a lot too. Patreon Thursday. Thank you, Tina. All right, so that'll be a Patreon All Members Live, which means we'll work on the Cindy panel on Thursday night. So I get that. We have hardwoods but need new ones. The dirt gets into the grooves, and I need to wash it more than once every time I do. It's a lot, right? It's a lot of work. These are really old tiles that have no coating left on them. It's like they've all been stripped. So, yeah, it's awful. It's yucky. I feel pretty rough right now. I sent Dale to the spare bedroom for tonight just in case. That's a good call. Don't want to make him sick too. We love you, Patty. Take care of yourself. Good night, Lorna. Love you too. Cher, was so good to sit with you all again. Please take wonderful care and know you're wonderful and so cherished. Steffi, quit saving everyone. We love you, Cher. It was wonderful to have you here tonight. Right to the window, to the wall. Oh, you bitches crawl. I still remember, I loved that from the movie The Proposal with Sandra Bullock and Betty White. That was always fun. Night, Barb. Smooch all the fur babies. Yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed for Patty for sure. Everyone needs to behave. No, that's boo. Boo, boring. Good night, Lorna. Yes, they do, and leave you out of their ridiculous nonsense. Go to the nursery and get it out of their systems. Exactly. Overwhelming you, and we avoid what overwhelms. 100%. Yep, absolutely. That's exactly what's happening. I'm overwhelmed, so I'm like, nope, I'm going to do something else instead that doesn't feel quite so crappy. Especially when I don't feel like I can get ahead of it, right? You have a great night too, Kara. Yeah, we're going to sign off now. But thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out with me tonight. It's wonderful, as always. Thank you for all of your love and for showing each other so much love. And just being who you are. I look forward to spending more time with you later this week. I'm going to see what I can get accomplished in the next couple of days. Hopefully I'll get some painting time in there too. And we'll go from there. Good night, Christine. Smooch the pooches. Thank you, Tina. Tina, lots of love. Big hugs. Good night, Kara. Kick some ass, Steffi. You got this. We're here to cheer you on. Yeah, definitely not clean after being sick, right? For sure. She might have caught the COVID, yeah. All right. Yeah, it was such a great movie. Liked before it was too late. Thank you. Yes. Cindy, hi and bye. Good to see you, my friend. Love you guys. Take care of yourselves, okay? We'll see you very, very soon. Cindy, we're going to be working on that panel on Thursday from 7 to 10. So I'll take a photo and keep you posted how we do. We love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your night. I'll see you on Thursday. Be good. And take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon. Bye.